This is a book review of the epic collection, The Avengers. This is volume 2, Once an Avenger. And it's got Lee, Thomas and Heck, and a few others, of course. So, volume 2, 1965-1967. You've got Doctor Doom there, and includes obviously Captain America, Hawkeye, Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, as well as, of course, Goliath reappearing, or, of course, Giant Man as he was originally known. Now, this is Avengers 21 to 40. So what does it include? Well, it includes a lot of great stories. You've got Power Man, and this is a great one because it's Don Heck looking really amazing with Wally Wood's brilliant inking. You've got Enchantress, it's a bit like the Wonder Man stories. Obviously, Scarlet Witch there. And then, I love these ones where they always put the down the bottom, all the heads. That was always great. Don Heck game, Wally Wood, and you got the Ringmaster turning up. And his Circus of Crime. Of course, they always lose, as they always do. Once an Avenger, you've got Kang. Kang turns up. Now, this is, of course, Don Heck, but this time John Romita being the dazzling delineator, as he was called there. You've got Kang, and that's quite an important story, this story for Kang. Sort of like a throwaway story in many ways. Oh, Kang. But there's what happens in the story instigates the whole of what happens to Kang in the future. There's a lot of the story comes about because of something that happens in this. So great, absolutely brilliant. Restoration, superb. Really, really, really good. Doctor Doom. Superb. Doctor Doom. Of course, Doctor Doom seems to have flipping cameras everywhere. He's observant. At last they have returned. So he's actually looking at them. And you can see the Doctor Doom sort of getting confused about whether he's a descendant or whatever of Kang. But the thing I loved about these stories was it was completely different in many ways than the original Avengers, who were very powerful and they had great. But you had a lot more interaction between the characters. So they would be like lots of just standing around chatting, doing various things and getting into arguments or sitting watching the TV or just doing exercises and things. Of course, you had the story, you had Doctor Doom, and it's a good yarn with Doctor Doom. Of course, you got the Fantastic Four as well. The Voice of the Wasp, and you've got the Tumor. See, the enemy of Submariner. So it's all underwater. You've got the Wasp has been captured. And that starts the Giant Man. And 4 Against the Flood. Actually, it's a lovely bit at the end where you've got, obviously, leading on to the next story. The Beetle. Tumor there. And the Collector, the good old Collector. And you've got Goliath. It's just great to see Giant Man back in the story. He was a great character. This Power Unleashed, of course, he had endless problems. They never made it simple for him. I don't know why they did that. To me, I always got quite annoyed with it. To me, I thought, well, you know what, really? Oh, I can grow too much. I can grow. Oh, I'm stuck at this height. Oh, I can't do this. Then I can. No, I can't. Yes, I can. Oh, I've lost my power. Really? I don't know why they went that route. Never enjoyed that. That storyline always bugged me. It's like Superman loses his power. 1 week, oh, I've lost my power. I can't do this. I can't do that. Oh, I can do this. Then I can't. Really? No. Maybe do it after the 100th issue or something, but don't do it, straight away. You haven't built up anything. Power Man again. Good old Power Man. And the Swordsman and the Black Widow. Now, Black Widow, of course, turned up a lot more in the Avengers a lot later. Of course, connection with Hawkeye. And you got the Avengers Frenzy in a Far-Off Land. With, of course, Black Widow again. In her earlier costume. So she hasn't got the one that we are used to now. Actually, I'm surprised he has never really changed it fast enough. This one was a bit of the Eternal Flame. Well, it was okay. But nothing special. The Sign of the Serpent. Now, that was a good story. Now, they used the Serpents a lot later, as well as the Sons of the Serpents. So you got that story. And the Goliath, of course. Smash a Serpent. So you've got some great stories. You've got Captain America heavily involved in there. And the Living Laser, he turned up. Now, I mean, he was quite a decent character, the Living Laser. So we've got a few bit of story with Living Laser, and of course he's going to finish off the Avengers as they always do. The Light That Failed, issue 35. Some of the stories were a bit odd here. They were sort of like not really going very far. The Ultroids Attack. Now this story was a bit of a nondescript story. Again, one that I was never enamoured by, and even now with this issue, I was never. Also the artwork as well, always somehow was slightly, didn't do much for me. This one, Don Heck, I love Don Heck, but somehow no, just wasn't the story. Maybe it's just the story. Don Heck there. Exar the Invincible. Maybe that's the thing. Those sort of things. Whenever you've got characters that have got stupid names like that. Exar, they absorb the power of the Ultroids, etc. Really? No, that does not do anything for me. But again, Don Heck. More Don Heck. Just brilliant Don Heck. But what you've got, of course, is you've got Hercules and you've got the Enchantress. Up to nefarious things. Now, she didn't really turn up much after that. I mean, she did. There's a few more stories later where you got that all the women that were involved. Oh, that was a great story. But Hercules, of course, joins the Avengers at this point. You've got the Mad Thinker, and he's got his very useless group of various people that are involved in it. Foot gear. No. Suddenly, somewhere, I love that one. Now, that was a classic, and that leads on to other stories. There's a story I recently read where you got and it's obviously the Cosmic Cube. Now, the Red Skull lost the Cosmic Cube. It dropped off and fell into the sea. And, of course, there's a lovely scene at the end, and without spoiling the story, that I just think is just absolute perfect. But this is just a great volume. There's some really, I say, brilliant artwork with mainly Don Heck all the way through it. I mean, it's brilliant. Some not many items here of bonus. This is a lovely one here. This is covers were often tweaked, altering, removing, etc. And you've got the Power Man here. Power Man looking pretty staggering. Photostat display cover before the final art was made, and they were removed bits of the thing. Now, I mean, that's the way of doing it. Little cutouts. It just makes you, yeah, just really great idea doing that. And again, this one, another production photostat. Kang's hand and arm were altered. This one here, another. The background was removed. This is issue 31 with the Keeper. Never bug a giant. The Light That Failed. There's a weird one here. You've got Captain America, and that obviously was from a photostat added from an interior page. It just looks completely the wrong size, and it looks odd. So it's got lots of covers to examine. Also, the unused cover. Now, personally, I can see straight away when you look at this cover the reason that was unused. It's brilliantly drawn. Don Heck, brilliant. But it's just wrong. You've got the creature that's the villain. It's just so big. Just fills the entire thing. Yeah. But this is a really, really brilliant epic collection. I say volume 2, classic stuff.